Hello guys, welcome to this new video, and in this video we are going to see a game between Vincent Keymar and Vidit Gujrathi. This is a very instructive pawn end game because we'll see that a completely equal position, completely dry position, even a strong 2700 above grandmasters, the super grandmasters can go wrong in the situation, and that's why pawn end games and end game learnings are very important. Okay, so we will see this situation at this moment. Basically, it was the ninth round, and Vincent was playing with the white pieces, Vidit was playing with the black pieces. Last move Vincent played at this moment took the pawn on e3, and it seems roughly equal that black is having 5 pawns, white is also having 5 pawns, and it seems to be have a draw. But and if you see that the both of the players are having approximately kind of equal timing and long time in their hand. Vidit has 50 minutes on the clock, Vincent has 45 minutes. It's a long time. And here, after a long thought of 28 minutes, Vidit Gujrathi played the only blunder to lose the game. And we'll see this position in deeply, and we'll see that why it was a blunder, why pawn and game is important, what are the small nuances. Okay, we'll see everything deeply. So Vidit played here c6, which was a bad move, which cost the game for Vidit. So we'll see that why c6 is a bad move. But before that, we'll see that why c6, why king d5 is the only move to hold a draw, so that we can feel the difference, see the difference at the end. Okay, so what is the small difference is coming from the c6 before and after king d5 c6. Later on it will make a draw. So if you play king d5, then black is having white is having numerous option. You can play c3, g4, c4 as well. Okay, so if you play c4 here, check, then king e5, suddenly black is taking the opposition and black is penetrating in white's camp and it's going to win the game. If you go here, just look at this. Even after, if you just quickly play g4, this f5, b5, and whatever you will play. If you play here, then this, 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 queen, queen, and after queen f1 check, king will move to e5 and we'll capture here. Later on, we are going to capture, and this endgame should be winning for black because king is quite safe. This pawn will be a new pass pawn and queen. So what else white can do? White can play simply g4, but g4 will be ended as a draw. Now c6, because now c3. Okay, c4 we have already seen, it's a problematic move. And after, maybe after b5 or king e5, if you play, then c4, and king e6, king e4, king f6, there is no way you can penetrate and draw. But last try for white is d4. Just remember this position, we'll come back to this position later on. And black is having a drawish move, which is king e6. It's a draw because there is no entry for black king from anywhere. Okay, and for white king for anywhere, and black is able to hold this position. And even if you take this position, it is also a draw because after that, when if you play c6, then there is b5. Sorry, and at this moment, simply, yeah, king e4, and it will be a draw. But yeah, no need to just go for complication. Simple, after d4, king e6, it will be a draw. Just remember this position. We'll come to this position later on. Okay, and we'll see that why it was losing. Now let's see that after c6, white stopped black's king d5 plan. Okay, c4. Now there is no more king d5, and suddenly black king is the one who is in the opposition. Now let's see, this position will come. We'll see this position, king opposition, king e4, king e6. But we'll see. Now black played king f5, white played king f3, black played king f6, white played king e4, king e6. Till now it is still thinking, okay, it should be a draw like that. But here comes the move g3, an excellent move. We are waiting a move to lose the tempo for black. Now if you play g4, it will be a draw. It will transpose to the same position we have seen already, king f6, d4, king a6. It's a draw, complete draw. So g3, now king f6, and now on only g4. Now look at this position. Now black is forced to come on e6. White is taking the opposition by himself. Okay, white is saying that, okay, I am taking my self opposition. But then comes here d4. Now here comes the breakthrough. Now there are two options black is available in the game. CD4 played by Vidit, and now black can play also king f6, but king f6 is a losing move here because white is having d5. Just imagine this position we have already seen at this moment. Mm, here now d5 was not possible because after take there is king d6. Okay, but here at this moment there is no king d6. King is not coming to d6, and because of this it makes the whole game changes. And after king d6 we'll see that how it was a draw. Just let's look at it. Look at this position. Sorry. Yeah. King d6 and now king f5 and now b5, and we were going to make a new queen. c4, c5. King will move there. But now I'll simply make a queen. This, and then there are significant checks. This king is quite open, and there will be a repetition of checks, and it will be a draw. So that is the problem which Vidit was facing when he played when Vincent Keymar played d4. Now there is no more after king f6. Now d5. There is no more king d6, and you cannot cope up with this queen side pawn, and this is completely winning for white because after c d5, I'll take with the king. I'll not take with the pawn, and my king is entering and capturing all those weaknesses. This king is quite locked by this pawn. So Vidit played here c into d4, king into d4, king d6, and now here comes the last correct move, which is c5, breaking by black's queenside pawn structure and completely winning. You have to take. If you go back here, then I'll take and king c4. I'll enter here, and after king is maybe king c5, simply king c8, and then b4 is completely winning position because of the outside pass pawn. We all know that I will give up this pawn, will take this, and will come later on. We grab this pawn on g5 and win the game. So here c5 played by white, black took, king c4, king e5, king into c5, king f4, and now the correct and important move, king c6 leads to immediately a draw. It will be losing a tempo, king g4, and now king b5. It is slow game, and after this, 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 and both the pawns are winning at the same time, and it makes a draw. So here the correct move again, what Vincent played is b4. Excellent move. You have to take. King takes. Now the king is cutted off from the magic square. Cannot enter. King into g4. a5. King h3. a6. g4. a7. e3. Queen. This. Queen a7. King h2. Queen f2. King h1. And after queen h4 check, it's a very simple, easy technique. And after king c3, here Vidit Gujrathi resigned the game. So you can see like a simple position, very dry position. There are no pieces on the board. Still like a super grandmaster like Vidit who touched around 2750, and right now current rating is 2712. He also went on to downhill, and he also made the mistake. So we can understand that why pawn endgames are really really important and why the pawns are the soul of the chess. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share with your friends, and if you are new in my channel, kindly subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. See you in the next video.